We gather in midsummer when the harbors glitter and the sun shines across the Cape Canal and every pond and lake, and anchored boats appear to just float with ease. Gulls and osprey wheel overhead, and the stars tilt in the evening toward a sense of deep ease. In these weeks, we can almost touch the abundance of long days and green leaves, bask in warmth and feel the season's generosity on our bodies. Summer warmth may be essential to our spirit, and yet it remains invisible to the eye. Even in July's heat, memories of past seasons may cloud our memory of what's now. Some of us still feel that chill of last winter, thawing from snow, the biting wind that left us without electricity and held back our garden's growth. Every season has its own rhythm, and our bodies and our communities respond with their own internal weather. At times, we impose our own fixed schedules on living, organic time, sometimes with quixotic results like pulling a plant root while it's still trying to reach toward the light. So the enduring question is this: how do we move through the seasons of our lives with equanimity, without turning aside from anything on our journey because of the weather we face? When I began my ministry, I cherished a benediction that my favorite minister, as I entered Unitarian Universalism, Fred Lipp, used to say, and then I adopted it: "Fix, O Lord, our steps, so we stagger not in the uneven motions of the world, but go steadily on our way, neither centering our journey by the weather we meet, or turning aside from anything that might befall us." This prayer expressed my earnest hope for steadiness in an uncertain world. Yet over time, I have begun to gently critique those words. Asking God to fix our steps assumes a uniform way of moving through life, which can sound sort of ableist. Not to mention that what is divine, as I understand it, does not lord over us, or push us toward a predetermined place. And while I still hear some tenderness in that prayer, I can no longer speak it without noticing its assumptions about our bodies and about the essence of life. When I consider what is truly essential, I do not hear it as an imperative from a God above us. What is essential to you? Is it hard and unyielding as a rock, or fluid and yielding as water? Is it warm as the afternoon sun, or cool and salty like the sea breeze? Is it stationary or rooted in place? Or is it inherently mobile? Or is it a solid or a liquid? Perhaps what is most essential is a delicate solid bound to deliquescence into a fluid the very moment pressure takes hold. Is what is essential to you visible to the naked eye? Is it purely physical, or is it entirely ethereal? Is it knowable through your intellect, or only knowable through your heart? Is it a universal thing across all humanity, or deeply individual to each human spirit? As Unitarian Universalists, we recognize many truths and paths towards meaning, even as we share foundational values. But is what essential the same thing as our stated values? Or is there something deeper, something more mysterious that we rarely articulate? Even as your minister, I cannot claim an ultimate truth, only gesture towards some possible things that might be the truth and invite you to discern what is true for you. If what is essential is relative and guided by love, is there anything that's universally essential? In my experience, what is essential becomes clear not during structured meditation, although sometimes, but in the raw fragility of illness, at life's end, in moments of grief, when we face our mortality, when we face the unknown. In those times, preconceptions fall away. And what is truly essential comes to the center of living. Depth, sacred presence. We can counter through attention and relationships and stillness and compassionate practice. What is essential for you when the worries of the world recede? Perhaps you're starting to think my sermon's going to be all questions. But asking questions is a form of seeking. Is what essential to you a constant, evolving question? Or is it sometimes a deeper answer with a doorway to a deeper truth? My sister used to joke that she was the religion of the book, and I am the religion of many books. Many traditions claim one true word, but Unitarian Universalism celebrates seeking itself by using both our mind and our heart. That's why in your covenant it says love twice. I believe the essential is not a static object or a rigid doctrine, but something dynamic we recognize through attention, through relationship, and through daily practice. Richard Powers' novel, The Overstory, invites us to see life's essential quality as dynamic and inventive and constantly adapting and reinventing itself. Life's vitality, as he writes, has more ways to branch than a cedar pencil will ever find. This vitality is not just in movement, but also in stillness, letting our roots sink deep into an ancient tree, soaking in the quiet of the earth. We can hold still and hear the earth's quiet, staying present with grief, holding space for fear, resisting any urge to perform and be something we're not, and listening to our bodies, and attending life's answers, and letting life's answer emerge in their own time. In the book we've been reading in our Tuesday Zoom book group, our End Zone group, we're trying to find a new name, we've been reading Pema Chodron's When Things Fall Apart. And the last chapters have urged us not to bypass suffering, but to let it fuel our spiritual awakening. By leaning into the discomfort and using poison as medicine, we discover that our pain, our fear, and our discomfort carry energy for deeper understanding of ourselves. Staying present with struggle strips away our armor, revealing resilient defenselessness. Equally essential is the vibrant life surrounding us, its unseen roots nourishing the surface world. We live within complex systems of interdependence, water cycles, soil, fungi, microbes, and countless relationships that sustain our world. Meaning can be found in grand gestures, in music and dance, and equally in the power of quiet, focused attention, a passing moment, or a small act of care. What is essential is often invisible, but felt through years of community interactions. Thomas Merton reminded us that in every silence, we realize that the world is secretly on fire. The invitation is to recognize this holy fire as a force for life, for transformation, with nothing to fear. Reflecting on essentialness, I see how all my recent sermons have led to acknowledging this longing to connect to dreams, to living, to love fully without the worry of our to-do lists, and to cultivate a presence so beauty, truth, and goodness can shine through us no matter what happens. I invite you to identify what is essential in your life and set priorities to help you see your distractions and fears as teachers. Consider Little Richard's historic Tutti Frutti moment in New Orleans. An unknown Richard Wayne Pettyman was recording canned music for the professionals without any feeling, until on his lunch break, he sat down at the piano and broke out a raw, spontaneous melody. What is essential often lurks beneath polished, socially acceptable surfaces. What he sang was tutti frutti good booty, and it had an energy that was living and urgent, which music professionals could not deny. While it had to be cleaned up to be marketable on a large scale, it became the first rock and roll song ever recorded. And Little Richard became a legend. The song's essential sound and quality remained unchanged. The lesson is that what is essential often lies beneath the surface and is irrepressible. When we become curious about what's behind the noise, behind the imperfections in our lives, we begin to find the core of what is essential. Because what is essential is often invisible, we must cultivate practices that help us feel it, help us embody it in our daily life. Meditation, deep listening, storytelling, acts of kindness, creative art, dancing. We are not called to abandon the ordinary world, just ordinary living. And to notice what is hidden beneath the surface, the generosity of life, the quiet mutual aid, and the resilience of a community that shows up for one another. This is an invitation to inhabit an unfolding rhythm of life anchored by deep presence, sacred connection, and devotion to love and compassion and joy. This path needs no rigid creed, It offers a way of being in a world that is wide-eyed, responsible, reverent, and joy-filled. I want you to consider 2 anchors for holding fast to what is essential this week. First, what are you paying attention to? Slow down and try to notice what really matters to you. In the rush of daily life, pause to ask, what is essential right now? What deserves my focus right now in this moment? Anchor 2. Create some small, repeatable practice that can connect your heart to some action. A moment of silence before meals. When I wash my hair, I say a thing by Thich Nhat Hanh that's like, may I bathe myself in curiosity and appreciation and an enlightened understanding of my life's experience. And it makes my shower faster and it makes me more aware. These kinds of practices, rituals of gratitude, help us connect to what we're doing in the moment. Find one that works for you. And a final word about language. I value keeping our words humane, welcoming, and inclusive. If traditional terms become barriers to you, let us offer a unifying invitation to dwell in love, practice attention, nurture the life within. The essential is not a demand, but an invitation. Presence, to courage, to integrity, grace. As you leave today, may you feel the invisible rhythm beneath every moment. Attend to the roots that hold you fast and tune your spirit to that unseen music so your words and actions echo truth and courage and harmony. And let us strive to live our lives, learning to ride life's tempests and storms with gentleness and love for everything that might befall us.
Oh, on this beautiful day, good morning, dear ones. It's like a perfect day. You might know that I was a jazz singer for 45 years. And you might know that I am an artist. I paint and draw and write children's books. But I'm a poet now. And this, The Little Prince, it inspired me when I was in college. It's inspiring me again right now. And the title of this poem is called Invisibility on the Easel. When I breathe in peace and breathe out love, I understand what I do and why I'm doing it. But because I am a visual person, and these are titanic words of invisible and lofty concepts, I need to sketch their outline, fill in the colors and feelings which breathe life into illumination. For me, peace is a porcelain peach color that looks like my grandmother's smile as she brushes her waterfall of hair by lamplight, then settles to read her Bible for the 97th time. Love is a pinwheel of many colors, a circle of compassionate friends holding hands, standing shoulder to shoulder in tenderness, aware of the suffering of others, with the wish to relieve that suffering. Hope is springtime green, bathed in innocent light on the faces of my babies and my grandbabies who chuckle like the Buddha. Faith is carried on the iridescent wings of a bird that weaves a crown of flowers and sweet-smelling herbs to channel the scent of conviction and joy. Oh, joy. Joy is a sage green forest, right? She shoulders a fiddle, skips and dances to a lilting tune. Her music, oh, music, though invisible, has the power to move us as surely as a ship in full sail is driven by an imperceptible wind.
May the long time sun shine upon you.